Hey everyone, it is Abby. It is that time of evening again. We have another tale from a couple that needs no introduction at this point. So I will go ahead and get ready and we will get into what's going on with this update. Got my gray lighter. Okay. Great news. As you know, Bruce is a junior financial advisor. Last week he was called into his boss's office, a lady, and he was promoted. Turns out the company likes married men. They stay with the company longer and they settle down. This is a much larger responsibility and a portfolio to manage with a large increase in wages and profit sharing. Abby, my birthday is May 25th. It falls around the Memorial Day weekend, so we celebrated last night, May 28th, and it's a great way to kick off the summer. So, in a way, we have lots to celebrate this year. Dinner was a potluck. I invited both our parents and Bruce's two sisters and their husband, my bridesmaids, Brenda and Louise. Louise is in between boyfriends, but Brenda brought a new male friend. So we had a total of 13. Not a problem. I am not superstitious. Our parents left around 8 p.m. and then we partied. I brought out a box of cigars that Bruce had bought me with his bonus money for my birthday. Earlier, I asked Bruce if he minded other ladies smoking the cigars he had brought for me. Surprisingly, he was okay with that. I told him he could leave the two cameras we have for our backyard security on. He could look at the videos later. Got you, Pam. I knew that would keep him from bothering us on your backyard deck. The men went inside to watch the baseball game on TV. We ladies stayed on the deck. I put on a little presentation as how to cut and light the cigars, and then we got into them. 5 ladies were all smoking cigars. I told them not to inhale the smoke as it's too strong. Louise said, "Where's the fun in that?" I said, "Just try it," and they all agreed the cigars were smooth and pleasant. When I got up for a drink, I asked Brenda why her new boyfriend was inside the house talking about wasn't inside the house talking about baseball to the other men. Does the cigar smoke bother him? When are we going to meet him? Is she shy? Is he shy? Excuse me. Yes, she said. He is very shy, but it is not what you think. Brenda and I go back to 6th grade. So I tell so I said, "Tell me about this new boyfriend." Tonight was the first time I have seen the new man in Brenda's life. Brenda said we have only been going out for 1 month. He gets very agitated when I smoke around him. I think he may be allergic to the smoke. I think I may have to quit. I like him very much and I don't want to lose him. I am convinced he does not approve of me smoking. Brenda has never had good luck when men are concerned. I waited about 20 minutes till I could see John, Brenda's new boyfriend, in the kitchen at the sink making a drink. I went inside with my cigar and lighter and asked him if he could light my cigar as I was having trouble with the lighter. Before he could say no, I gave him my lighter. He lit me, and I looked in my eyes as I took 3 big drags. I have seen that look before. This man has a full-blown smoking fetish. That's great, as Brenda is not going to have to stop smoking. Trust me. I thanked him for the light and asked if he wanted to join us smoking ladies on the deck. I emphasized smoking. He nervously stuttered his reply that he should not and should get back to the baseball game. I said, "Oh, come on. You can sit on a chair upwind from my cigar smoke." I exhaled my cigar smoke away from him. "I think we need to talk," I said. "Please let me help you with Brenda. You see, John, I know all about your little problem." I then put my cigar in my mouth, and with my left hand, I reached out to him, took his hand, and pulled him outside onto the deck. The weather was very nice, and we took a seat on a quiet, dark part of our deck. I sat so that John could see me smoking in profile. It makes the cigar look longer. My large red cherry on my cigar illuminated my face and John's. "John," I said, "my Bruce also likes to watch women smoke." I did not call it a fetish. I think that word can scare off a lot of men. I just came out with it. "John, you like to watch women smoke, don't you?" He hung his head and said very quietly, "Yes." "That's what attracted you to Brenda, correct?" "Tell me the truth." "Yes," he said. "Then we need to work on your relationship with Brenda. Have you ever lit her cigarette or bought her cigarettes?" I asked. "No, never," he said. "I have wanted to many times, but I just couldn't. What if she finds out about me and rejects me for being a pervert?" I took a long drag on my cigar. I did a full nose exhale. "John, you are not a pervert. Many men are attracted to beautiful women that smoke. You must get a lighter, and then the next time you see she wants a cigarette, you must accommodate her. Brenda has needs, John, and you can be the special man in her life that fulfills those needs. It will show that you accept her and her smoking lifestyle." "I have a lighter in my pocket," he said. I suspected he did. Most smoking fetishers carry a lighter in case the opportunity arises. Tonight, on the 3/4 of an hour drive home, when she wants a cigarette, offer to light her. Tomorrow, you buy a carton of her brand and give it to her before you go out on your next date. "What brand does she smoke?" I asked. I knew, of course, but I wanted him to say it. "Marlboro Reds," he said. Ugh, I thought. Oh well, one step at a time. "John, do you like to watch women smoke long, thin cigarettes or short cigarettes?" "Long and thin," he said. I took a drag and tried to blow smoke rings in front of him. More practice, I thought to myself. "John, you go back inside now and think about what I've said." The chairs we were in were the Adirondack chairs. They are very comfortable to sit in, but hard as hell to get out of, especially for a man in his condition. Later that night, Brenda asked me how I ever got John out to the deck. I told her, "Brenda, you're one of my best friends. I wanted to talk to him and make sure he is right for you." Brenda said, "I really like him, but I don't know how we're going to get past my smoking." "Oh," I said, "sometimes problems just resolve themselves." Bruce's older sister was complaining how badly her husband was in bed. "Why is it that a bunch of women get a few drinks in them and one has to bitch about her man. From the problems she talked about, I think a month in chastity for him would do both of them a world of good. But I kept my mouth shut. Our party broke up a little after 12. Bruce and I said goodnight to all our guests and did a quick cleanup. Potluck is easy. I then invited Bruce out to our back deck. I said, bring out two latex gloves, your extra thick latex gloves, and a lubricated one for me. When he got back from my bedroom, I thanked him for allowing me and my best girlfriends a little time alone to smoke our cigars tonight. I sat back in the Adirondack chair. I had Bruce stand close to my chair, and he relit my cigar. I dangled my cigar and used both my hands to remove his belt and take down his pants. I asked Bruce to put on a latex glove, and we have found a brand of super thick, non-lubricated latex gloves made in Japan. We tried latex gloves with both benzocaine or lidocaine on the inside, but I did not like the idea of using chemicals to delay him. The thicker latex glove helps delay Bruce and makes cleanup easier. The lubricated latex glove was for me. A few weeks ago, we began to experiment with prostate massage purely by accident. I don't know why more straight men don't do this. I was giving him his weekly shaving, and my fingertips just brushed against his rear orifice. I could not believe the reaction I got. Now, only a few weeks later, I could put 2 fingers there, and I placed the lubricated condom over my index and middle finger. Bruce really likes this. I think in 2 more weeks of this, he was begging for a pegging. I found out Bruce is exactly the right height for oral when I am in this chair. I did not realize how weak in the knees a man can get when doing this standing up. He almost fell over. He finished about the same time I finished my cigar. He was to go upstairs now, get in my side of the bed, and warm it up. I needed to text Brenda about her ride home and then shower before I came to bed. I don't like to get into a cold bed after I've showered because he was such a gentleman tonight. I may offer him a bedtime snack. I told him he could wait and clean the cigar ashtrays in the morning. After I decoded the text from Brenda, it said, "Can't talk now. Very busy with John on my second ciggy. We'll call later." 1 eggplant emoji, 2 smoking emojis, and 1 call you later emoji. Life is good. Pam. Well, Pam, I must say, happy birthday. Happy belated birthday, first off. And wow. You've come a long way, girl. And I know there are some of our viewers that have expressed concerns for Bruce. But it doesn't sound like Bruce is giving too much resistance on all of this. So, if it works for both of you guys, hey, go for it, enjoy it. And yes, life is good. And that is all I have for you guys tonight. Hope you all enjoyed this latest update from Pam and Bruce, and we will see you guys soon. Bye.